right, so I'm so thrilled to invite a wonderful partner with Pilgrim Lutheran Church and School and a friend of mine. His name is Justin Block. He's the executive director of the Lincoln Square Friendship Center. And because of the book fair, it's kind of hard to find the collection boxes. You guys have already been starting to fill up, but there's boxes in the back. And we are starting to collect things for our food drive during Lent. So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Justin Block.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for having me today. As Pastor Christian mentioned, I work at the Friendship Center, which is a food pantry. Does everybody know what a food pantry is? Awesome, great. It's a place where people can go to get free groceries and also a free meal when they need it. And I know that you all give a free meal once a week as well, so that's really great to hear. But as I said, at the Friendship Center, people who can't always afford to buy all their groceries every month, they can come to us and get free groceries. So when I think about people that come to us, that the term that we use when you can't buy all the groceries you need, either for yourself or for your family, is called food insecurity. That means you're not sure where your next meal is coming from. You don't know where you're gonna get your groceries from. And when I think about examples of people who might be food insecure, I always think about two children actually that I met at the Friendship Center. One of them is named Richard, and Richard is about 10 years old, and his mom and dad go to work every day just like everybody else. His dad builds houses for a living, and his mom works at an office downtown. But one time, their car broke down, and it needed a lot of repairs. And so because all of a sudden their monthly budget, they needed to spend money on their car so the dad could go to work, they didn't have enough money for groceries. And so Richard and his family came to the Friendship Center to get groceries just once or twice until they could earn enough money to pay off the car repairs and then go back to life living normally. So that was Richard, who was food insecure for a little while because of his family. But I also think about a young girl named Diane, and Diane and her sister live with their grandfather, and their grandfather had to live off of his savings, and it was never quite enough to pay for all of the rent and utilities and buy groceries for himself and his two grandchildren, which of course he loved an awful lot. So they would come to the Friendship Center and get free groceries every month. And so by coming and getting free groceries, they could sort of make ends meet. They had enough money to pay the rent, to keep the heat on, and to pay the water bill. And so that's another kind of food insecurity. And so when I think about those two folks and the thousands of others that come with them, I think about actually the words that Pastor Christian was talking about why do bad things happen to good people? Because people, when they are food insecure, when they don't have enough money to buy groceries, it's nothing bad. It doesn't mean that they're bad people or that they've done something wrong. It just means that something has happened in their lives that have put them in this position, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. And then when I think about where does the food come from to the Friendship Center that we can give it out for free, well, I think about folks like you who are doing the food drive, who are collecting food for us. A lot of the food comes from our community. People donate food that we can then give to other people who need it so badly. But then I also think about the grocery stores, and I'm sure you all have been to grocery stores and you see just the wonderful abundance of food. They can't possibly sell all of that food, and so we go around and collect a lot of that food that, for whatever reason, doesn't get sold. But I want you to know that we can take care of people like Richard and Diane and their families because of the generosity of people like you. And so from the Friendship Center and the people in our community, I just want to say thank you so much for what you're doing this week and for always. And thank you so much for having me join you today. So thank you very much.